Hi, this is Krista at The Secret Yarnery. Welcome to Crochet Podcast, episode 137. So excited for today's episode. I just love it. Guess what it is? I know, right? This is the finished pattern and tutorial from our friends and family crochet along, friends with benefits and family crochet along last month. It was so fun to make together. But before we get started, I just want to give a big congratulations to the winner from episode 136. That's last week's episode. Congratulations to Karen L. Karen said, I have discovered granny squares. I don't usually crochet much in the summer. Granny squares might get attention this year. No hot crochet on her lap. Yes, absolutely great point. Last week's question was, do you crochet the same throughout the year? So that is a super great answer. And so Karen, send me an email, krista@secretyarnery.com, and I will send you a copy of my latest pattern. If you want to win a free pattern, just keep watching and I'll tell you how to do it. So jumping right into finished object before I get too hot. It is a warm day today. It's cloudy, but I can't say it is sweater weather. So let me show you this super cute Cardi super quick. This sweater is a super easy repeat. It is just doing a granny square super big, and you just keep going until it is this size right here. Just a little bit past your elbows. That is all you need. I tell you exactly how to do it in the tutorial and in the written pattern. So it will fit your body. You make it for your body. So you don't have to count your rows or anything like that. You just make it until the granny square folded up is a bit past your elbows. Then we join it up to make these cute little armholes, add our cuffs, add our collar, and boom, you have a sweater. You can use any colors at all, even just one color, it would be absolutely stunning. And this gorgeous little detail in the center of your back just really helps that granny square not look twisted at all because it starts as a circle. So if you don't turn your work, all your pretty stitches are facing out, often your granny square can become twisted or looking a little bit off kilter. And with this pattern, it does not do that at all. Plus, you could also just change color every other row. That is also a possibility right there. Super cute, right? So if you like this fat stripy look, you can totally do it. You can change colors as often as you like. So for this one, I changed colors every row, but you could also change colors every other row. Both are good options, whatever you feel like doing. So changing colors every 2 rows looks like this. Isn't that so cute? So this is already a written pattern and a video tutorial, both left and right-handed. I will link those in the comments under this video. And if I forget to link it, or if you are looking for something else, then you can just do a search, Secret Yarnery plus whatever you're looking for, in this case, Cozy Cardi, and it will pop right up. Plus, if you're left-handed, pop in a left-handed after all that, and the left-handed tutorial will also pop up. So it is not really sweater weather today, so I'm gonna pop this off. Let me actually check the temperature.
A few minutes later.
24 degrees in the Yarnery. So probably not sweater weather, but definitely crochet weather. But more about that in a sec. So this is the Party Cardi folded in half. So neat, right? So neat. So I love it. That is my go-to sweater for cold weather. Or brisk, I should say brisk, right? Brisk weather. And from Friday's live chat, there was a few questions about this glorious shawl back there. And that is the SUNDAE granny shawl. It is amazing. I made it with Favorite, which yes, they say it is a 4-weight worsted acrylic yarn. It's not. It is a DK weight. Just trust me on it. Comes in amazing colors. So let me show you that glorious, glorious shawl. And don't forget the border. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that the prettiest border? Thank goodness I did a tutorial or I wouldn't know how to do it. I also have a written pattern. So this is a written pattern and tutorial. So written pattern on my website, secretyarner.com, and YouTube tutorial, both right-handed and left-handed on my channel. So just do a little search, SUNDAE Granny Shawl Secret Yarnery, either right-handed or left-handed. Or just add left-handed if you're left-handed. And this gorgeous shawl will pop right up. So pretty, right? I'm telling you. So this is my favorite, plus it matches just about all of my summer clothes. And now it is time for BLOOMSCAPE Cal update. We talked about this a little bit in last week's podcast. The general consensus was version 2 was better. So we have to frog back or rip it, remove my stitches from the first 6 blocks that I joined so we can join them again in the new join with the new join color. So let's get started. So here is that cute join all joined up. Isn't that so pretty? So the BLOOMSCAPE Cal, new granny square center, new flower every month, and then joining it up into a blanket at the end of the year. But if you are not into making a big blanket, you could also just use the playlist for flower granny squares. They are all fabulous, and when they are finished, or when we have finished the Cal, when I have all 12 done, then I will do a binder from behinder and talk to you about each one, the easiest ones, what's tricky about making each one. So when all of the centers are done, all of the flowers, I will do a binder from behinder and show you all of the easy bits and the more difficult parts of each pattern, so you can decide which flower granny squares you would like to try. But not done yet. We are done number 10, 11 is coming out, and then 12. Then we're doing the joining, then we're doing the edging, and then the BLOOMSCAPE Cal will be finished. That should be around August. So there's plenty of time to get caught up if you want to also make the same blanket or even just check out the granny squares. Now it's time for upcoming live events. The next live event is our Friday live chat. That is 5 p.m. in Nairobi. Great place to connect with other crocheters or yarn enthusiasts around the world. We are literally on all continents. It's amazing, such a global community. And there has also been a big boom of gifted memberships. So there is a chance you would win a free membership. The trick about that is to be commenting on my channel, watching my videos, sharing my videos, because YouTube decides who gets the free memberships. So that is decided by YouTube Analytics, or how they see you interacting with the channel. So make sure to comment under the videos and join in on the live chats. Then there's a pretty good chance you'll be gifted a membership. All you have to do is click accept gifts. There's a little a little tick box is going to pop up in chat during a live chat or a premiere. So you just tick that to accept gifts, and there's a chance you will also win a free membership. Now, what is so great about increasing our members, we are working on getting a full alphabet of emojis. So you get a certain number of emojis for a certain number of members or memberships. So we need a whole bunch to get the full alphabet. So the fun thing about that is in live chats or even in comments under the videos, you can type in words or sentences even of what you want to say, and they pop up really big. They're really visible and colorful and really fun. So last week we got letter K, so we can officially say knitting and we can say thanks. So that is super great. Thank you to everybody who gifted memberships and who joined. After K, I think we're going to be going for, well, we also need J, and then X, V, do we have V? And Z. Those are the ones. Plus, I want some punctuation. I want an exclamation mark. I think that'd be super cute. And also a space, so we can put words together into like sentences with spaces in between the words. I think that would be so fun. So those are the membership goals we're having on the channel, and thank you so much to everybody who is participating and enjoying those perks. And now it is time for Frankly Circles update. Yes, we are talking about the glorious Frankly Circles blanket again. Isn't it so pretty? Look at that. I love it. I love it. So this gorgeous blanket, we're doing it as a crochet along for friends with benefits, and family members. Now it's also going to be a free tutorial, complete, you don't have to buy the pattern, complete tutorial for everybody, coming out in the future once we're done with it. Now here is the update part. You might not be excited about it, but I think I just have to tell you now so that we're just realistic. Now, the whole reason why I did not film this when I made it in the beginning was because it was kind of this time of year. It was like February, March, and generally people stop crocheting. The channel's less active from May until September. I think most people in North America, they're not really crocheting as much. They're doing outdoor stuff, gardening, and other things. So I waited to do this during more of a peak crochet season, or like a higher, when crochet is more popular on YouTube, we could say that. Now it's going to be done in July, which is like the worst, like the annually worst time of year to put out any crochet tutorial. Just things won't be as popular, less people will see it. It'll kind of not get as much, what do you call it? It won't reach as many people as it should, just based on the time of year. So I'm just gonna tell you, putting it out in September. I know, don't be upset. It might be late August, it might be early September, but definitely it'll be ready to go. The written pattern and full tutorial, both right and left-handed, will be ready to go, but I'm going to release it when crochet is becoming more popular in the world, not in like the off season or the down season. So I did say it was going to be July, and I'm just changing that. Sorry, but it will be the complete tutorial, and you don't have to worry about those videos where it stops and like, oh, now to finish it you have to buy the pattern. No, it'll be the full tutorial, but it'll be coming out kind of like when school starts. That is my plan. And now it's time for news of the week. Well, I don't know if it's really news. I guess it's just a fact. Perfect crochet weather. It's like 22 degrees, 24 degrees, 20 degrees. It is great. Fabulous time to sit down with a ball of yarn and a hook, pop on a good podcast or a good show, and just get some crochet time in. It is so perfect. I'm loving it. I'm on a total crochet boom. My mojo is through the roof. So really enjoying that. Other news of the week, I have crumbled. I've given in, and I have taken my sewing machine out of storage. And by storage, I mean top shelf in my closet. So it's not like I had it very far. I have a lot of, they're all on the same top shelf, but my favorite one. I took my favorite one down. It's a super fast Janome. I don't know if you sew, but I just love a really fast sewing machine that can go through like 7 layers of denim. Like that's like my happy place. Some people like sewing machines that are, you know, particular and do embroidery and do all these fancy trim things. Not me. I want industrial, high speed, straightforward, 100% go, go, go all the time. Does that look like me? Yep, that sounds like me. So love it. Took it down. I wanted to make bean bags. So we do have some movie days in the Yarnery. We're watching some kid shows and some movies and stuff with the kids, and we have one sofa that faces the television plus a small bed. So we just don't really fit in here, and the kids have to share the sofa or hop on the bed, and it's just not enough space. So I did make bean bags quite a few years ago. And they've kind of been outside, they're patio bean bags now. So I'm like, let me make new bean bags and then new covers for them. And I'll make a stack of 3. I'm actually sitting on bean bags right now. They're great. So I made a stack of 3. I'm sitting on 2 right now, which is perfect for like a stool height. You know, just sitting like like you'd be on a stool or a low chair. 3 is almost like a bar stool. I did overstuff them. So I made... This is one of the bean bags, of which I made 3. So, bean bag as big as my head. A little bit bigger, but this is the deal of it. I did overstuff them. You're supposed to do about 50 to 70%. I did about 80 to 90% full of mine because I wanted them to hold up. I didn't want them like slouching down into the floor. I didn't want them sloppy. I wanted them stackable and looking tidy. So, the gist of it, I just have this really kind of thick fabric. It is not pretty. I used the other side, but it's also really, really thick. It looks like this. Now this fabric, there was a store, and let me tell you how great it was, down on Gara, when Gara was like a great road for shopping on, for fabric stores. Loved it. So there was a store where somebody brought in fabric, I think from Thailand, to buy the container full by weight. So they would buy fabric by weight. So the gist of it is there'd be like 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters, and it was $1 a meter. Was it maybe $1.20 a meter? Doesn't matter what it was, but they would not cut it. So you would buy, you would pick the colors of the fabrics you wanted, and then they would measure it, and that's how much it was. No cuts, you take the whole piece. Just up my alley. I loved it. I went there like as much as I could. So this is some of the fabric I got. It's really heavy, and why I did buy it is because it's almost like blackout lining for, well, you can't see, but just trust me, you can't see through it, for curtains and stuff like that. It's not a pretty pattern. It's not terrible, but you know, It's not my scene. So I just did it inside out. So that is the pretty side. And then I just stitched like a very large rectangle, double stitched it, left an opening to pop in the beads, those little beanbag beads. Stitched it shut like that. Another reason why I love my sewing machine, it goes through styrofoam beads. Just powered through it like a beast, like that. And then a little envelope, you know, like a sandwich bag, like a sandwich baggie. That's what I think of it in my head. Let me get it situated. And I can show you. This is the lazy way of doing a beanbag, but it really works. There we are. And then that is how I do the cover. So no zipper or anything like that. Super easy to like take off and wash. And it's just like a three-fold. Like there's a little, how can I show you? There's like the little flap on the inside. So that holds in your bag. And then boom, there is your bean bag. So that is what I did. It was so fun. So I took my sewing machine down, changed the yarn. Did I change the yarn? I was gonna change the thread and then I ended up not. I'm like, fine. I'm so lazy with changing thread color. Anyway, totally worked. Plugged it in, boom. I'm like, I even did a sample swatch just to make sure, you know, the tension could be off because it like literally movers picked it up and moved it, like carried it. So, you know, all those knobs could get adjusted. Sewed like a dream. Like didn't have to touch anything. I had to thread it. Oh my gosh. What a miracle. So that was really, really fun sewing and I'm almost on a sewing bender, but I don't really have anything else that I need to sew. Don't tell my husband. He'll have like all these things he wants me to sew. I've gotten away with it for a year. I'm like, oh no, I don't have my sewing machines. No space for my sewing machine. Anyway, I cleared a spot in my closet, popped my sewing machine down and busted out 3 bean bags, which I am super, super, super happy about. Would you like to win a free pattern? All you have to do is, have you subscribed to this channel? Go ahead and hit this button under this video right now so you don't miss out on any more fun stuff just like this. Yes, you have to be a subscriber of the channel and you also have to answer question of the week. Question of the week is, if you do crochet in warm weather, what is your go-to project? What do you crochet when the weather is warm? For me, I love to make little flowers. I'm right into it. You can probably tell I'm on a flower bender. So crocheting flowers in warm weather is so great because you don't have anything heavy sitting on your body and you don't have to carry anything around. It's just a little tiny thing in your hand and there's no actual weighted object, like no skin contact with a big warm piece of crochet. So I definitely love making those tiny little flowers and I love the colors and just the ease of it. All the different colors you can use and all of the fun little projects you can do with them. They are super fun and you can really not make too many. Trying to do the math on that. No, you cannot have too many flowers. Until you're wading in them, you know, like a wading pool that's like 12 inches deep of flowers and you're like kicking them out of the way to get to the bathroom. That might be too many flowers, but I am nowhere near that. I don't even have any flowers on the ground. So I think I'm good. I can crochet flowers for years. I love them. So let me know what your favorite thing to crochet in warm weather is in the comments under this video, and I will be picking a subscriber to win a free pattern in an upcoming podcast. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I am waiting for you in that video right there, and stay hooked.